bombshell tonight. The verdict is there is no verdict. In the last moments, the Jodi Ariasâ jury has filed into the courtroom and announced they cannot reach a unanimous verdict as to life or death for Jodi Ariasâ. The judge's voice cracking as she addresses the courtroom. Travis Alexander's family breaking down in tears on the front row, clutching each other, the pain evident on their face. They know what they will have to live through again, and it is pure hell. It looks like more months for them living through the horrific and savage, the brutal slaughter of their brother, Travis Alexander. Only one person wins today, and that is Jodi Ariasâ. Jodi Ariasâ breathing a sigh of relief as the judge sets down another calendar call, July 18, to retry the case with a brand new jury. Where they're going to get that jury, I don't know. How they're going to restructure this case, I can't tell you. But I can tell you this. Tonight, Jodi Ariasâ breathes a sigh of relief. A hung jury. Mistrial. That's right. Deadlocked. Straight out to Gene Casares. Gene, describe what you saw as the jury filed into that courtroom.
Nancy, I just got out of the courthouse. First of all, the jury, they were so peaked. They were so pale. They looked so worn out. And I saw them file. They didn't look at anybody. They sat down. And I saw Jodi Ariasâ with her defense team and her mitigating expert. They seemed very distraught. I was sure that that verdict was in favor of the prosecution. I was sure of it. Boxes of Kleenex were passed out to the victim's family, taken into the victim's room adjacent to the courtroom. The judge announces a verdict. The verdict is read. It's a hung jury. I saw jurors cry. I saw female jurors bow their head and cry. One on the second row. She is an alternate, but she couldn't contain her emotion. I heard wails from the Alexander family. Jodi's family was not there. They were not present. Jodi Ariasâ, very emotional, but the most emotional of all in one sense was the judge. She could hardly repeat the words to the jury to thank them for their service. She had to stop. The emotion was too great for her. It was the most emotion that I have seen in that courtroom in 5 months.
And especially, Jane, from this judge. This judge has been extremely even-keeled. Throughout the entire trial, you never heard her raise her voice. She was never curt. She was never short. She always gave what I consider to be legally sound rulings. But today, when she was speaking and addressing that courtroom, she had to stop, her voice cracking. I think it was pretty stunning all around. And what many people, we couldn't figure out at first, was it a verdict or was it another question? We knew something was afoot because in a typical jury question, you don't assemble everybody's family. You don't call for Arias's family. You don't bring Travis Alexander's family back in. Many of us were thinking maybe some of the jurors are going to be unseated. Maybe they're refusing to deliberate, and that's the problem. But instead, there was an announcement, all right, a deadlock.